right now on 5 on your side at 10.
Tonight, tough questions as we go one-on-one with the mayor of St. Louis. Her answers to a potential state-controlled police department and the success of our shrinking city. And listen closely.
Who drinks Budweiser? You know the type.
The voice of this commercial belongs to a local man. How he landed the gig with the king of beers.
But first tonight, preparing for a deluge. While some showers have popped this evening, widespread heavy rain will develop in less than 24 hours. The area is most likely to see water woes when the wet weather settles in.
A foggy night across St. Louis. By this time tomorrow night, we could be dealing with heavy rains and storms. Good evening. I'm Mike Bush.
And I'm Ann Allred. We are in a weather alert right now to prepare you for the next 2 days. Weather First Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell is tracking the timing. Scotty?
You know, and it's really as we head into this time tomorrow night when things will start getting very interesting across the area as we expect heavy rain to become widespread. Now, at this point tonight, we have seen some showers and thunderstorms. They've all been to the north and northwest of St. Louis. None of them have been severe, though a few of them may be producing a little bit of small hail, especially around that Hannibal cell as it moves off to the northeast. But this is up far northern portions of our viewing area. So most of us are not going to get rain tonight. We have the low clouds in place. Look at that energy out in California. That is what's swinging our way on a very strong jet stream that's digging in the southwest and surging across the Midwest. So as we go through the next couple of days, maybe some isolated storms continuing through the overnight to the north of St. Louis, but it is later Thursday into Friday when that heavy rainfall develops. We are looking at 2 or more inches of rain. Probably 2 to 3 in the metro area, and then going south and southeast of St. Louis. Locally, some spots could see more than 4 inches of rain. We'll spread it out over about 36 to 48 hours, but we'll talk about the impacts that may bring, especially across southeast Missouri and southern Illinois in 12 minutes. Ann?
Remember, you can get the Weather First forecast anytime on your phone. Just text the word weather to 314-425-5355. Crime, a threat of a state takeover of police, and people and businesses moving out. Those are just some of the challenges right now in the city of St. Louis.
Tonight, Mayor Tishaura Jones sits down in an exclusive one-on-one interview with our Mark Maxwell to answer tough questions as we search for solutions.
When you talk about the future of St. Louis, you often talk about it hand in glove with the federal pandemic money. That's going to give us a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Or the RAM settlement money. That's going to give us this unique moment. With respect, both of those things were made available by voters in Georgia who gave the president power to have the American Rescue Plan, and Stan Kroenke pulling the Rams up and leaving St. Louis. Those pots of money were going to be here whether you were elected or not. So let's set those aside for a minute. What else can you point to say this is a win that we delivered to the city of St. Louis? During your 2 years in office so far, where would you point, aside from those two, to say that's real progress, that's tangible?
We are making sure that we are upgrading our city services to make sure that they're more responsive. There are other things that we're doing.
Are city services actually improving? Can you point to data? Can you point to evidence that it's getting better?
Yes, absolutely. Our trash is getting picked up on a frequent basis. Potholes are being filled, and we put that data out on a regular basis. Again, we are concentrating on making sure that we are that our city services are being city services are being completed.
Is it fair for the public to evaluate whether population has grown from the time you took office to the time you run for are you running for re-election?
I'm absolutely running for re-election, but I've only been here for less than 2 years at the time that we're talking. So population can't change that much in 2 years.
The city's not just getting smaller, it's getting whiter. The black population is leaving at a faster rate in these last few years. What's driving that?
Well, opportunity. You know, when I talk to people that I know that have left St. Louis for other cities, it's opportunities. They feel like, you know, St. Louis still has a racial divide and racism is still alive and well here. And so what we've been doing is we have been having conversations with businesses and philanthropy, other corporations as well, to get their buy-in.
What do they want to see from you?
I think they want to see that we have a plan to turn St. Louis around, and we do have a plan.
Is the crime problem in St. Louis real, or is it a perception about skewed statistics?
I think both things can be true. We definitely have to address crime as it occurs in our communities, because one life lost to gun violence is one too many. And when you see that, when you look at the statistics as far as the demographics of people who are losing their lives to gun violence, a majority of them are African American. So this is a dangerous place for African Americans.
Do you think you've done enough to give police the tools they need to do their job?
Well, I would say that a lot of our city employees don't have the tools that they need to do their job. We still have typewriters in the Department of Personnel, for example. When I became treasurer, we had antiquated systems, people that didn't have access to a computer or email.
Do you think the public is hearing a message from you that helps police do their job?
I think that they are hearing a message from me that we are going to attack crime at the root cause. This is about transforming public safety. This is about making sure that we're deploying the right resource to the right call, because what we've been doing has not been working and has not made our cities safer.
Do you have evidence today that it's working? Is the 911 response time improving?
I will say that we're working to combine our 911 operators all into one facility.
That sounds like a not yet.
Not yet, but we've been working really hard on it.
You can hear more of Mark's exclusive interview with the mayor tomorrow on The Record. You can watch that on 5+ at 3 p.m.
Tonight, a man is in custody accused of killing his own grandparents in Lincoln County. Kathy and Donald McRoberts were found dead inside of their mobile home in Troy. Our Laura Barczewski is digging into the case and found some disturbing Facebook posts made by the suspect. Laura.
I did, and there are dozens of posts over the last few days made by Davian McRoberts. Most of them are very concerning.
Troy police were called out to a mobile home near Ames and Cherry Street by a family member to check on Kathy and Donald McRoberts. When officers arrived around 7:30 Tuesday night, they found the couple dead inside their home.
I was driving my kids home last night and we were coming up Cherry Street because we always go this way, and we saw it all, and just a few minutes later, he discovered it was, what it was.
One neighbor says she believes she heard gunshots on Monday, but wasn't sure what she heard at the time. Police have not released how the couple was killed.
It was around 3 or 3:34, and we heard, I want to say 6 gunshots, and then I guess nobody reported it. I don't know. We chopped it up as fireworks.
Neighbors described the couple as nice and generous people who were very involved with Calvary Chapel's food pantry.
Don, very sweet, gentle servant, and always go over there to have a smile on his face. And Kathy was his wife, obviously. And we're grieved, we're heartbroken.
Investigators connected Davian McRoberts to their deaths and used a drone to try and track him down. They arrested Davian around 2 o'clock Wednesday afternoon.
It's sad. And the guy clearly has something wrong with him because he's writing awful things.
She's talking about these public posts we found on his Facebook page where he claims he's God and says, quote, "Who wanna die today? Y'all don't believe? Come show me I'm not God." And in another post, quote, "There are no accidents."
They were both very kind of open-armed people as far as welcoming. So it wouldn't surprise me if they were perhaps trying to help their grandson.
Police say if you have any information about what happened, you're asked to call Lincoln County authorities at 636-528-6100. Mike.
An update tonight on the man charged in the death of a St. Charles woman. Joseph DeJoy was arraigned in St. Louis County Court this morning. He's charged with second-degree murder in Jackie Mitchell's death. Investigators say her body was found in a bedroom at his Maryland Heights apartment 6 days after her disappearance. He will remain in custody and has a bond hearing next Wednesday. Tonight, a Metro East community is just 1 month away from losing a very popular store.
Walmart announcing it's closing its location in Cahokia Heights. New tonight, our Robert Townsend talked with shoppers who say this will have a major impact on the town.
Russell Neres lives down the street from this Walmart in Cahokia Heights. For years, he's walked to the neighborhood store on Camp Jackson Road.
There's nothing else. We have a Dollar General, but other than that, I mean, that's our livelihood.
But now Neres, other longtime customers, and Cahokia Heights mayor are not happy to hear the only Walmart in this community is closing.
And it's really going to be devastating.
Currently, about 23,000 people live in the St. Clair County community. Many are now worried about having to travel longer distances to shop.
It's going to be a pain in the neck.
Cahokia Heights mayor says the Walmart closure will be devastating to the community and could have a trickle-down effect that will be extremely hard to feel.
Very disappointing.
The owners of this beauty supply shop say 8 years ago they opened next door to the Walmart because the popular retailer was a productive neighbor. They fear when Walmart closes, they'll lose business.
Probably about 50% maybe, because everybody's going to be going other places.
In a statement, Walmart says there were a variety of factors behind the closure, and the company carefully weighed the decision. It was an underperforming location. The Walmart spokesperson also tells us employees who currently work at this store will be able to apply for positions at their other nearby store. Meantime, this Cahokia Heights location is scheduled to shut its doors on April 21st. What would you say to the Walmart folks?
Find a way to keep it open.
Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
Walmart says their nearest location to Cahokia Heights is 12 miles away at I-55 and Telegraph near Jefferson Barracks. There are also locations in O'Fallon, Waterloo, and Belleville.